I haven't paid my rent in 3 months. I got food in the fridge though. My car is downstairs and I can get back and forth to work, but I haven't paid rent in 3 months. I'm not saying this to flex at all. I'm not, but what else am I supposed to do? Like, I can't afford it because bills keep coming out. Rent is already high. Like, I need to eat. Okay. I need to do what I need to do to take care of myself. So I'm not paying it. And you know, these jobs don't care nothing about your personal life. Like, all they care about is you showing up on time, doing your 8, 10, 12 hours, however long you have to work. And then that's it. And then you do it all again the next day. Like, I'm burnt out. I'm tired. Like, I'm not about to be working 6 other jobs just to be able to pay my rent. Call me crazy if you want, but I'm still here. So we're gonna have to see what happens in the next 30 days.
Somebody else to tell me that they're living paycheck to paycheck and putting themselves into credit card debt out of necessity, not because of fun. I am 28 years old. I work a decent paying job. I love my job. I make good income. We have no kids, me and my fiance, and we're still barely scraping by. Our bills are paid, but we can't save any money. We can't go on vacation. I mean, we do little things here and there, but realistically, we don't really do anything. And we still live paycheck to paycheck, okay? I don't understand how people with kids are doing this. Props to y'all. I mean, seriously, the utmost respect, because I feel like I'm drowning and I only have cats. Any money that we're able to save ends up getting spent on the car, or the cat has to go to the vet, or one of us has a medical emergency. Like, it's just gone. It's gone. I don't understand. We don't live beyond our means. Are we all just collectively putting ourselves into debt because I don't know what else to do?
Okay, but tell me why I'm working overtime and I'm still freaking broke. And now, don't get me wrong, I make good money. I make over $25 an hour. But I do have 3 kids and a wife. And let me tell you, leading a family is financially stressful. I work all the overtime I'm allowed to get. Anytime I can get any overtime, I always work it. But no matter how much overtime I work, it doesn't seem like this paycheck to paycheck thing will ever end. And that's just something that I deal with and I kind of internalize and I don't talk about, but I can't be the only one that feels this way, right? I mean, surely there are other people out there who are tired of just getting by, man. Like, when I was in high school just 10 years ago, like $10 or $12 an hour was really good money. And I remember thinking, if I could just get out and make 15 bucks an hour, I'm set. I'll have a good savings. I'll be able to afford a house, a car. I'm 29 years old, and though some of it is actually, I would say a lot of it is because of some of the decisions I made in my teenage years and early adulthood. A lot of why I don't have a house is because of the economy and how shit is just expensive. Like, I don't know. It's disgusting, to be honest. Like, just to live and not have any money to do anything with. If you agree, let me know in the comments. But what are we doing about it? That's another thing. You know, instead of complaining about it, what are we doing about it? Let me know some side hustles. I've tried a whole lot of stuff, but mostly this TikTok right here. If you've watched to this point, you're helping me get to that goal. So I appreciate it. Even if only 200 of you end up seeing it.
And as soon as my check hits, I pay all my bills so I can live with my $67 in peace. Leave me alone till next motherfucking month, and I'm not playing. To make myself feel better, though, I always just think about my coworkers that have the same exact dollar amount of check that have kids. Bitch, I barely can afford seafood boils and bundles. Diapers?
On TikTok, my For You page, a woman popped up and she was like, me and my husband make $150,000 a year. A lot, right? Well, to me, that's a lot. And she's like, we live paycheck to paycheck. And I'm like, wait, in my head, I'm like, we live paycheck to paycheck. You make $150,000. How are you living paycheck to paycheck? And she was just saying, like, even if you make more, you still live paycheck to paycheck. And now I'm in my brain like, so we're trying to grind to make all this money, but we're still gonna live paycheck to paycheck? Like, that's what she's making me think. And I don't want to believe that's true, but is that technically true? She's like, I have a house, I have 2 cars, I do this and this with my kids, but we still live paycheck to paycheck. And I'm like, is there even a point of trying to grind? Like, is there a point where you're just like catching the money, but you still live paycheck to paycheck? Like, it's like a circle. It would be never ending. And I'm just like, For people that actually make 150,000, do you live paycheck to paycheck? Is that true? Because I don't want to believe it's true.
When I think about it, I'm not poor, but I live paycheck to paycheck. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I have money, but not, like, enough. You know what I mean? Because by the time I do have money, it's the next bill. It's the next month. And I have to pay my bills. So, I'm low-key poor. I don't know. Whatever.
My top 3 worst fears now as an adult are 1, getting sick and having to call off of work, 2, getting pregnant, and 3, getting into an accident and having to call off of work.
I'm so tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I just waited for the mailman to show up so I could get my paper check in the mail that I've been waiting for weeks. So I could come to the bank and deposit it. But because I have negative money in my account, I'm only going to get like a little bit of it because like I can only access $100 for the first day. So I'm probably going to have like $60 today. I haven't gone grocery shopping in probably a month. We have like no food to eat for dinner except for like mac and cheese and ramen. I have $300 electric bill that's overdue. My phone bill's overdue. I just gave my husband my last paycheck from last week so we could pay the mortgage 2 weeks late. And in 10 days or 11 days, the mortgage for next month is due. So it's like this paycheck isn't even like, why do I even have it? Like they might as well take my paycheck and just send it to all my bills. Like what's the point in me even getting my paycheck? It's like annoying. Like I'm not going to see it anyway. Not only that, but in like 3 weeks, I have to pay for summer camp because school's almost over. So it's like, that's another $700-800 that I have to come up with to pay for summer camp. And if I don't pay for summer camp, guess who can't work because their kid is going to be at home with them? Me. So obviously that's going to be like a major to do. Like I can't not pay summer camp. Not only do I have a personal loan and medical bills up the wazoo, like literally I have like a bill for like $3,000 from the hospital. I have like an $8,000 personal loan that was a consolidation loan from like a bunch of loans that I had. I haven't paid them in like 7 months. I owe them so much money. They call me like twice a day, dude. Like collections calls, fucking, and all I'm doing every day is doing my best. And I literally can't get ahead. Like I can't get ahead. I wake up and I fucking work. And these people are after me for money. And I'm like, dude, I'm literally trying my best. What do you want from me? I have side gigs here and there, like OF. Once in a while, I'll make like $60. But like, that's not really consistent. And like, I'm a painter. Like I have a ladder in the back of my car. I'm a painter, right? So like today, I literally didn't have enough tools to do my job. And I was like, I can't do this right now. Like I don't have the fucking shit that I need for my job. Like I can't even fucking work, dude. Like I'm so stressed. I literally can't. I can't fucking do this anymore.
Am I the only one that doesn't think you're living paycheck to paycheck if you can afford to put money toward retirement and an HSA account and other things like that? Like I'll see people talking about how 6 figures, at 6 figures, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And I thought with like savings accounts and this and that, and I'm like, I thought paycheck to paycheck meant if your paycheck, if you didn't get the next one, you ain't gonna be able to eat. You ain't gonna be able to keep a roof over your head. You ain't gonna be able to whatever. Like I thought it meant if I don't get that check, I'm destitute. I didn't think it meant like, oh, after I've paid all my bills and contributed to my savings, I don't have a lot of money left to go have fun and do things and whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think that is paycheck to paycheck. I think it's something, right? It's uncomfortable. It's not enough. It's not whatever. But it's not what I think paycheck to paycheck means. I think paycheck to paycheck means you will be destitute if you don't get the next one. Am I wrong?
This is my little money rant for the day, if anyone cares to listen. So I made a video the other day talking about how I make 107, or I made 107 last year. I'm honestly probably going to make more this year, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I'm still in a ton of debt. My bank account still goes into the negative sometimes. And people in the comments were just flabbergasted. They could not fathom the fact that I have an income like that and still live the way I do. Granted, we do live in Massachusetts. Cost of living is very high. But someone else commented saying that everybody in my comments were in the poverty mindset, and honestly, I do agree with that. Like, I see the people at my work, the CNAs and stuff, working doubles constantly because that's, in their mind, that's really their only option, is just to like continue to answer to the man. And I refuse to live like that. I want to give my daughter a good life. I feel bad for her. She can't have like normal play dates and sleepovers because there's nowhere for her to go, for them to play. There's just no space, and we're growing out of our house. But the mindset shouldn't be, oh, budget your money. Don't go out to eat once a month. Don't get your nails done. That shouldn't be the mindset. The mindset should be, there are ways to make more money, especially nowadays. It's wicked hard to live as a millennial because of just the time that we were born and the housing situation and how expensive everything is. But we can get out of this. This is why I started making TikToks. And the goal is to hopefully be making money by like Christmas. Because yeah, I'm grateful for everything I have, because I've lived in awful situations before, and this is like a fucking cakewalk compared to, you know, the ways I've lived prior. But there just has to be more to life than working day in and day out. Just the way Americans live, it's so sad. And so many people out there don't think any other way.
It's people making $250,000 a year and they still living paycheck to paycheck. They said $250,000 a year ain't no money. It's crazy because they actually not lying. But it just depends on your situation. $250,000 a year don't look the same on everybody. If you're a person making $250,000 a year with 5 kids, with kids in general, with a bunch of debt, a bunch of bills, a bunch of things that go out, and you never really get to hang on to majority of your income, your financial profile looks totally different from another person who makes $250,000 a year with no children, unmarried, not a lot of extra debt, or they don't actively owe on a lot of things. $250,000 a year looks completely different on those two type of people. Do you know what I would do with $250,000 a year? $250 a year? Do you know just how far along, just how better off I would be with $250,000 a year? And even then, I still would love to see what a person making $250,000 a year and saying that's still not no money. I would love to see what you're doing with your money.
My coworker saw my bank account the other day and it said $25, and we don't get paid for another like 2 weeks. And he was like, how are you surviving? Like, how do you even live off $25? I'll tell you if you really want to know how I budget and save. I sleep. Literally, you have to have no obligations. Just sleep. Because if you're sleeping, you can't be spending money. Period.
It's no way around not living check to check. We all live in check to check at this fucking point. Because you want to live in a good neighborhood, right? You don't want to live in the hood. Bills and shit, all this shit is not doing nothing but going up. The average fucking apartment, 1 bedroom is like $1,500, $1,600. Especially if you living on your own, that's what make it twice as harder. That's why people always try to go out for like a second source of income. Really just to have some free fucking money. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of fucked up because it's like, okay, let's say you work 2 jobs. You work 2 jobs, you don't have no fucking time to yourself. Because when you away from the first job that you at, you thinking about going to the damn second job. Or you got to get ready to go to that second job. Like, I swear, like, the economy nowadays is like, it's to the point where it's meant for us to struggle. Like, a motherfucker making $25 an hour back in motherfucking 2014, that's goddamn $50 an hour. Now $25 an hour is like $16 an hour. Like, what the fuck? You already got to worry about rent. And then you got to worry about bills outside of your house. Phone bill, car note, and you know it's a law to have insurance. And that ain't even half of the bills that majority of us got. That's why it be so hard to, you know, save money and fucking just maintain a good living at least. I get it, you gotta work without looking at the clock, but god damn.